In comes White, winds and shoots, and Ryan White turned away by Jonathan Bernier. And the puck goes up over the glass. With that broken hand. Had an ice pack on it this morning after practice, so he's still not 100%. And Phaneuf had his shot blocked by Streit. Now centered into the glove of Zepp by Panik. And Zepp hangs on to that. Now Kadri picks it up and plays it across to Holzer. Korbinian Holzer up for Lupul. And Joffrey Lupul swings that rink wide for Kadri. In stride, Nazem Kadri works in, shoots, Zepp makes the stop. Point blank save on Nazem Kadri. And Voracek takes it away from Riley. Jake Voracek works back across the top. Riley stays with him. Voracek shoots it, pinballs around in front. Bernier down, still loose. And Van Riemsdyk can't clear it. Couturier fires a scramble in front. Couturier shoots again, it's still bouncing around. And finally, Jonathan Bernier pounces on that loose puck.
Really important for Jokinen. His teams look to see if he can fill a penalty killing or a face-off need for them on a fourth line.
Coburn a long shot. Jokinen had a good year last year for Winnipeg, right? 18 goals.
Of hanging in for Zepp, and not so much as he got later and played in Europe and was making a little money, but 4 years in the East Coast League at some point.
There's Phaneuf with a shot, and Zepp makes the save on that. And of course, Ray, the Flyers have needed him. Lupul. Lupul has a long look and a wrist shot that's tipped wide by Van Riemsdyk. Now Kessel with it. Being watched by Couturier, drops it back to Phaneuf, and he comes, he fires up the save, rebound, loose in front. Matt Reed's got it, and he fires it down the ice. Up ahead to Riley. He finds Panik working his way in. Panik spins back, feeds back to Riley, across to Gardner. To Riley. Being shadowed there by Belmar. Now Kadri drops it down. Sharp angle shot taken by Jokinen and loose in front to Riley. Couldn't get the puck to sit for him. And at the line, Gardner can't hold it. And the lead pass goes to Panik. Spins back in front of Schultz. And the centering pass, Lupul shoots. Zepp has a look back, but he's made the save. And he's able to hang on. Cross to Giroux. Back to Streit. Winds and shoots, but a stick blows up. Holland couldn't get away. Would have had a 2-on-1 against the player who had no stick. Now Giroux back with it. Flyers are changing. Off the bench comes Del Zotto with a drive. Bernier save. Drop back to Voracek shot. He's stopped by Bernier. And Bernier jumps on the loose puck.
It's Holland, then it's Komarov. Neither of them get the puck out as Streit has to go back to the bench. Giroux gets it back to the point. Bernier with one stop, and then a second one on Voracek.
John Couturier with Umberger standing in front, plays it back to Del Zotto for Couturier. Walks in and shoots. Kicked away by Bernier. The rebound bounced away from Reed. Now McDonald back to Del Zotto. He shoots and Bernier knocks that away. In South Florida for the deadline on Monday. Kessel in around Grossman, walks it and shoots, scores! Phil Kessel fires it home. His 23rd of the year, and the Leafs lead 1-0.
This is a mismatch in the middle of the ice. Nick Grossman's going to turn and try and catch Phil Kessel. No chance when this puck's flipped away by Bozak. Kessel gets from 5 feet behind Grossman into a shooting spot, and the wrister beats Rob Zepp up over the glove. In warm-up, Kessel went through 4 sticks. He was changing them like he was in a sporting goods store.
And away comes Kessel. In across the line, tried to play that across. Picked off by Coburn. Kessel steals it back on the line and finally leaves the zone. He's lost it now to Reed. In comes Reed, shorthanded, winds and fires. Bernier makes the stop. Full steps into him. Under a minute to go now in the opening period. Toronto's given up a lead, leading 9 shorthanded goals this year. Grossman shoots and Bernier makes the stop. Lupul now with Panik. Joffrey Lupul works in, nifty move as it knocked off his stick by Streit at the last moment. And away comes Voracek with it. Voracek for Couturier. For the trailer, Matt Reed, a rolling puck. He shoots, blocked by Holzer, centers it. And the puck was in behind Couturier. High in the air, Nick Schultz knocks it down. He signed an extension this week for a couple of years. And Schultz back with it. Up ahead for Simmons to try to chip that in. Now a drive from Ronaldo, and Bernier got a glove on that to knock it away. Riley, long lead pass for Kozin. He gets slammed there by Streit as he plays the puck back down to the Philadelphia zone. And now Van Riemsdyk, long lead pass for Bozak. In behind the defense, he shoots, scores! Tyler Bozak, and Toronto leads 2-0. Bozak all alone behind the Philadelphia defense has his 17th of the year.
The Flyer bench was yelling, behind you, behind you. Nobody is aware, as Coburn is shooting the puck, that Bozak has seeped out into the neutral zone. Van Riemsdyk gets it to Bozak. Now he's standing still. He's not going to break clear of the defenseman.
As Booth takes him in. And now McDonald up for Couturier. That pass misfired. Umberger drops it back for Couturier to Umberger. Lays it back for Couturier. Spins it back in front off the skate of Reed and hit the post.
Pass from Umberger hits Holzer's foot in front of the net, and it squeaks just by the goalpost. Holzer's in good position trying to lift the stick of Matt Reed. It hits his foot.
In for McDonald. Walks it and shoots. Blocked by Polak. Back to the point. It goes to Del Zotto. 20 seconds to go in the power play. McDonald to Del Zotto. Shoots. It gets all the way to Bernier. He makes the save and there is no rebound. At the point is Streit with it. For Giroux to Voracek. Voracek drops it back. Here's Streit with a shot. And Bernier makes the stop on that.
Yeah, that was the beginnings of an attempted mustache, which I might add was quite sportish at the time.
In comes Bellemare with a shot, and Bernier makes the save on him. And up ahead for Giroux. Simmons gathers up a loose puck, centers it. That pass was in behind Raffl. Now Giroux back with it. To the point he goes for Streit with a drive, a deflected hit Bernier. And the rebound drops all the way back to the Flyers, the Leaf blue line rather, as the Flyers try to keep it in. Raffl, Schenn, back to Del Zotto. Steps around Pontic after fanning on the shot. Now Giroux back with it. Walks out and shoots Bernier to stop, and he hangs on to the rebound with Umberger digging for it. Schenn wraps it around. Voracek stepping up. Here comes Streit to pick up the puck at the line. Streit in for Voracek. He shoots. Save made. Another stop by Bernier. Point blank on Simmons. He's had a tap in, and Bernier came across to take it away. Streit shoots, deflected, and Bernier makes the glove save.
Excellent work for Jonathan Bernier, his best tonight.
Voracek spins it back in front. That's knocked away by Riley. And Riley knocks in the head for Kessel. In comes Kessel in on Streit. Kessel drops it back. Komarov in, shoots, and Steve Mason snags out the glove, and finally, and Reed clears it to the line, but not out. Gardner down to Kessel, with Van Riemsdyk standing in front. Phaneuf with a shot, scores! Dion Phaneuf, power play goal, and Toronto leads 3-0.
Just his third goal on the season, his first game in 13 for Dion Phaneuf, and the Leafs power play takes advantage of a poor clear by Matt Reed on the board. Reed has the puck, time to clear it. He doesn't get it out as he flubs the clear. Kessel jumps on the puck, and Phaneuf's slapper goes by Grossman and Mason. Mason doesn't get a look at it. He just sees the back of Nick Grossman and James Van Riemsdyk on the crease, and it's 3-0.
So the Flyers down 3 as McDonald shoots. It goes off a leg and wide, and you'd need a team of sports psychologists to figure out how a team could beat Nashville and Washington on back-to-back days as Voracek turned away. Gardner slides it across to Robidoux. Looks ahead for Booth, who chips it down. And in comes Sillon and bounces right to him. He shoots. Back to Streit. Del Zotto, Lupul back on the ice. Giroux shoots, scores! Claude Giroux fires it home. That's a power play goal, but it comes as the second penalty had kicked in.
If there is a silver lining to this to Toronto, is they held on long enough that both penalties are now erased. The power play goal from Giroux makes it 3-1, but it's back to 5-on-5 hockey. Gorgeous feed here from Michael Del Zotto. Watch how quickly he snaps this through the seam, and Giroux with the one-timer into the open net. And the Flyers get their first power play goal in 5 chances tonight. Del Zotto's pass is right on the tee. There's no chance for Bernier there as Claude Giroux scores his 18th of the season.
Now the Flyers have the power play goal, looking for some 5-on-5 pushback. But it's picked up by Pontic. Drop back for Riley. To Polak with a drive. Mason the save. Rebound loose in front, and Lupul banks it off Mason. It goes wide. Fires it back down to the Flyer zone as Mason, being watched there by Booth, plays it in the corner for Giroux. Right back out there. His centering pass knocked down by Booth. Komarov to Booth, shoots. Mason makes the save. to strike, shoots, tip, Bernier save, rebound, score, Brayden Schenn. Power play goal, the Flyers are within one.
Penalties have caught up to the Leafs here. In the third period, Brayden Schenn with the goal on the rebound, his 12th of the season. That's his second goal in 19 games. We said earlier, the power play always starts with Claude Giroux. Simmons chips it in, it goes to Giroux. It's like they don't even look to start it anywhere else. The play goes back and it reloads again on Claude Giroux's stick. Point shot, there's Simmons fighting for position. Bernier can't find the puck, and Brayden Schenn comes in as the high guy. Schenn had tipped the initial shot. That's a good save by Bernier.
Lost the puck to Bellemare, and he's away shorthanded. Bellemare along with Van de Velde. Shoveled across, Van de Velde sends it for Bellemare, tips it, and Bernier got just a piece of that. Now Van de Velde again, save made by Bernier. Gardner with it now, 10 seconds to go in this power play. Kadri with it. Phaneuf sneaking in. Kadri shot is blocked. Bellemare knocked down Kadri, the puck leaves the zone. The center ice, here's Voracek. Back in his own zone, he plays it there for Delzato. Rings it around, Bernier trying to knock it down. Giroux centers it, Bernier makes the stop with Van de Velde standing right in front. Philadelphia's won 57% of the draws tonight, but Toronto scrambles that one. A win by Holland, he plays it out. And the Toronto Maple Leafs will win it 3-2. As the Philadelphia Flyers once again lose to a team out of playoff contention.